No unis? No unis? They got no unis.
Second game features Central Pointe Christian from Kissimmee, Florida, against Trinity International from Las Vegas, Nevada. Let's welcome the starting lineups. First for the guest on the scoreboard, Central Pointe Christian. Starting at goal, a senior number 15, Jonathan Ibar. Also at forward, a junior number 22, Francis Melendez. At center, a junior number 54, Modibo Sanago. At guard, a senior number 23, Luis Roland. And at guard, a senior number 10, Victor Rosa. Head coach of Central Pointe Christian is Richie Dalmau. And now let's welcome the starting lineup for Trinity International. Starting at forward, a 6'8" senior number 22, Dennis Cash. Also at forward, a 6'8" junior number 14, Jan Injak. At guard, a 5'9" junior number 11, Dominique Daniels. At guard, a 6'4" junior number 5, Corey Curtis Jr. And at guard, a 6'5" senior number 1, Deshaun Nix. Head coach Greg Lockridge.
All right, those are the starting lineups for tonight's game. Trinity International in the white uniforms and Central Pointe Christian in the gold. And Coach, we got some talent out here tonight, as always, here at the Hoopfest. But some of these guys are going to be playing some basketball for a while.
Yeah, several D1 signees already out here on the floor tonight. We've had a good day today. A lot of them came to shoot around at the high school, and it was neat to watch them, get up and down in an hour-long shoot around with some intensity and some athleticism. A lot of dunks going on during the day today.
It should be some pretty good crowds here tonight. The host school, Marshall County, will play after this, and then games after that, even 8:30 and 10 o'clock, Prolific Prep, Our Savior Lutheran will be in action, and John Hardin and UHA. So lots of action still to come. Here's the tip, and it's going to be controlled first by Central Pointe Christian. Right off the bat, a three is no good, and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay on this end.
Shot clock in this game a little different than what we have around here.
Yeah, that's an adjustment for us. We're not used to that. I think it'll come to that eventually here in Kentucky, but not right now. Man-to-man pressure. Tight defense as the ball comes around the horn. A corner three is put up and in by Melendez.
Wow, great drive to the basket.
Offense aplenty, 3-2 early in favor of Central Pointe Christian. Pass down low, right back into the corner. We've got a whistle, though, and a travel.
Game's going to be fast.
Yeah, I don't envy these officials. This is Dominique Daniels with the basketball. Comes off a pick, kicks it left side. That's Deshaun Nix. Cut off on the baseline, almost traveled with it, but got rid of the ball to Injak. They work it back on the right side. Penetration and a turnover. Now it's a foot race. Look out. Here we go. Melendez, but he missed the dunk. That's how my dunks went.
Yeah, I never even got that close. Might have been a little push in the back there. It's hard to tell, but just got to finish that.
Central Pointe keeps possession. They have a 1-point lead, 3-2 early in the first. And almost a turnover, but the ball gets to the right side. This is Ibar. There's a three. Comes out, and it's going to be rebounded by Nix. He'll push. In traffic, lots of contact, and a foul. They're going to call him for the offensive foul. That'll be his first. First on Trinity. Some backcourt pressure, but no problem for Roland as he brings it across the line and sets the offense. Takes the ball into the corner to Melendez. The long one is no good. Rebounded on the weak side by Nix. 3 the other way. No good. And it's lost out of bounds. It'll stay with Trinity.
Talked about that shot clock earlier. I'm not sure we really need one. They're getting them down the floor pretty quick. Very entertaining.
In the lane, a little hook shot is put up and in by Injok. And they take their first lead 4-3. And a bad pass goes into the bleachers. You were telling me that they played last night in Arizona.
It's prolific.
Oh,
we have the next game.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, they played last night in Arizona and are playing here tonight. These teams travel like NBA teams, not even college.
On the right side with it is Curtis Jr. His jump shot no good. Rebounded by Central Pointe Christian. Roll on, dishes off. Corner 3. Yeah.
Nice stroke.
Victor Rosa.
It's going to Florida Gulf Coast.
Both of their field goals have been 3s, and it's 6-4 in favor of Central Pointe. This is Nix. He is a UCLA commit. His pass deflected, but it comes right back to him. Now he penetrates, dumps it off, and the ball's on the floor. And it's going to be picked up, and then it's blocked from behind. And I think that's a shot clock violation.
Wow. Changed hands 3 or 4 times there in about 3 seconds.
Shot clock violation.
6-4 Central Pointe. And they'll have a chance to add to that lead. Victor Rosa works up against Nix. Now the pass down the floor. Strong spin move to the basket, and he lays it up and in.
Great footwork by the big guy. Used his body well. Finished at the rim.
Sanago from Mali. 8-4. Here's a 3 blocked, but recovered. And a foul in the lane. And that'll put Nix at the free throw line.
Yeah, that screen and roll got a mismatch, and then it was hard to get caught back up. They did a good job, though, of switching off and blocking the shot from 3.
At the line,
What do you think of all these shoes here?
You can see them. They're very bright. Look like tennis balls.
Now,
I like them. I like the flare.
Free throw is no good. Back in the day, everybody wore the same color, but not anymore.
No, times have changed. Athletes have changed.
Central Pointe with it, leading by 4. Sanago works his way in the lane, spins, dishes off. Nice give.
Great pass by the big guy.
Melendez makes it 10-4.
timeout. Trinity International.
10-4, we've got a timeout.
30 seconds.
So we'll keep it here.
I think Central Pointe's doing a great job of executing. I mean, they're taking some quick shots and some quick threes, but there's a lot of movement away from the ball, setting screens, and those last 2 moves by the big guy inside, finishing and then making that nice pass was really nice.
And you were talking about Central Pointe. They've got some guys headed to some D1 schools, right?
And they do. Yeah, Florida Gulf Coast, a couple there, and North Florida as well. And then the junior, Melendez, has offers from Florida, Florida Atlantic, UMass, Oklahoma State, Rhode Island, USF, St. John. So a lot of talent out here on the floor.
There's a deflection out of bounds into the photographers. Of course, Central Pointe out of the state of Florida, so you know they're going to get a lot of interest from the Florida schools. This is Dominique Daniels for Trinity International. They need to get something going offensively, down 6, and we've got a foul with 3:48 left in this first quarter.
Nix did a great job of getting his defender in the air and drawing that foul. Very smart, heady basketball play.
Melendez picks up the foul. He's got 2, and he may have to come out. Nix hits the first. Ali Deba comes in, number 40, class of 21. And Nix gets both free throws. He has 4 points. Little give and go on the baseline, but Deba lost it out of bounds. It'll come back to Trinity. Daniels looks for the screen, takes the ball down the lane, dishes off in the corner, a 3 by Pilic, good.
Great job of being under control, using that screen, getting the mismatch, and dishing it off for the 3.
5-0 run for Trinity. They've cut the lead down to 1, and we've got a whistle and a foul away from the ball. Sanago.
His first, team third, in the game for Central Pointe, for Trinity International.
TJ Lowry is checked in for Trinity International.
TJ Lowry.
Nearing the 3-minute mark, we've got a good one here, 10-9. Trinity down 1, but with possession, the ball is deflected out of bounds by Rosa. Hard to throw over the top.
It is, with their length and athleticism. That's a dangerous pass.
Nix into the corner, a 3. Corey Curtis Jr. cannot get it to go, and it's rebounded by Sanago.
Shot was forced a little bit. That was good defense to get him off rhythm.
Roll on, has it knocked away, it goes out of bounds. It's a turnover. Trinity International will have another opportunity to take the lead here.
Great pressure on the basketball to cause that turnover. Nobody likes pressure. I don't care how good a ball handler you are. Pressure can bother anybody.
2:27 left in the quarter, 10-9. This is Nix. It's a screen from Cash, comes to the top, into the corner. Gets the ball back, penetrates baseline, but could not get the layup to go, and Sanago has another rebound. Long pass to the other end. Victor Rosa on the low block, and we've got a reach-in foul on Trinity. Corey Curtis Jr., I believe.
The foul is on number 5, Corey Curtis, his first, team second. Into the game for Trinity International, number 11, Dominic Daniels.
Central Pointe with possession, and it's knocked away and retaken. Now a 3 in the corner. Too hard, and rebounded by Trinity International. They have numbers, but they mishandle the basketball. Now they'll have to try to set up the offense. Daniels, front left. Splits the double team, but lost the basketball. Deba dishes off. Sanago hooks it up and in.
Wow, great touch. He's done 3 or 4 things that really impressive for a big guy like that.
12-9 in favor of Central Pointe, and a foul to backcourt.
A little testy out there.
Yeah, Rosa picks up the foul, and I don't think he was too excited about that. Injock is back in for Trinity. They trail by 3. Been a good first quarter. They have a chance to tie with the 3. Injock on the right side. Screen up top, Cash. And now a step back 3, Daniels, and he almost banked it in. Sanago had a hand on it. It's rebounded.
Oh.
And a foul, no, a turnover. He carried the ball.
Came up a little too high there. He's going faster than the basketball was. They're really doing a good job of utilizing this pick and roll and creating mismatches. There's different ways to defend it. I like to switch it some. I like to double it some just to keep them off balance. But if you can get them where they're apprehensive and don't really know what they're going to do, it's creates some good mismatches for the offense.
Daniels kicks it right side to Nix, to the free throw line, to the basket. Layup good.
Great body control.
12-11.
not as high scoring as you might expect with the shot clock. And
Backdoor layup, good.
nice.
Diva.
Roll by Diva.
Back to a 3-point game now. 14-11, final possession perhaps. And we've got a whistle. There was a shot clock malfunction.
Yeah.
The
One
shot
of
clock
them was on and
yeah.
one of them was off. So
It's going to come back in to Trinity International with 10.7 seconds left in this first quarter, and they're down by 3 points. See what kind of shot they get here.
see if they take it at the right time, not too early.
Daniels dishes off. They're going to get a high percentage.
Great
Layup by Injog. And a long one at the other end is no good. But we've got a good one. 14-13 is our score. We'll continue with more of the 2019 CFSB Marshall County Hoopfest presented by the Grind Session on Tanager Sports.
Thanks.
Not even 7 yet. We're going to be thankful. Madisonville just got here. Everybody wants to see it. They're going, all the Kentucky people, like Kentucky Prince and all them are going to come. You got 2 Mr. Kentucky kids.
By the Grind Session on Tanager Sports. It's Central Pointe has a 1-point lead, 14-13 on Trinity International. 6-point lead was the biggest there in the first quarter, but they didn't last long. It's been close throughout.
Yeah, a little bit sloppy. You know, they're pushing up and down the floor, but could use a little bit more fundamental soundness out there, so make sure we don't turn it over.
Here's a 3 for the lead. Curtis cannot get it to go, but it's an offensive rebound by Pillage, and they'll get another chance. Leans into it, and forces the contact, hits the shot, and draws the foul. And it's a 3-pointer, so chance for a 4-point play here.
Very athletic player right there and great strength to be able to take that contact and still make the shot. It's impressive.
It looked like his foot was on the line.
It's close.
Cannot get the free throw, so it's a 16-14 lead for Trinity as Melendez pushes the basketball now to the right side. It's back tap, now it's loose. And it goes out of bounds. Nobody knows. I would think if they back tapped it, it would come back the other way.
I would think so.
Officials are going to get together and try to figure it out, but it was obviously back tapped by Trinity, so it should be. I think they're trying to change a foul early on that 3-point play.
They did confirm that it was a 3, though.
To the basket, the scoop shot is no good by Roland, and he takes a hard tumble.
I believe Center Point's coaches want them to wake up.
Yeah.
We're down close to the coaching staff here, so we get to hear a lot.
No, you know how I used to feel.
Yeah, I know. Listening to me, I'm sure you got some interesting stories with that over the past 5 years. I never got upset or frustrated, now, did I?
You were animated. The ironic thing is you were teed up probably the one time you were not animated. It was at Madisonville or Christian, I can't remember, but here's a block shot but a foul.
Yeah, that was at Christian, and I didn't deserve that one. You're right. I didn't get. I guess maybe that's the only. No, I got one other one that I tried to get for 5 minutes because the game was over and it was going back a couple games before that. And, officials do a good job as they can. It's tough to do. I did a little officiating, not a whole lot, but it's easy to get on them when they're trying to do the best they can.
Ibar hits the first and the second. And it should be tied up 16-16.
They're getting it.
Daniels penetrates into the corner. Cash for three off the rim. And rebounded on the weak side by Ibar. Quickly, roll on to the basket, blocked, but a foul. It's amazing how quick they can get down the floor.
And he's taken 2 hard fouls. He's drawn fouls the last couple times, but he's going to be sore tomorrow.
It's going to be another foul on Injog. 2 on him now. Both teams with 5 fouls. And that'll put Roland back at the line. Roland connects with the first. It's his first point. This one comes out. Rebounded by Injok. Nix penetrates to the basket in deep, and a blocking foul as the shot would not go. That's going to be a foul on Sinago. That may be 3 on him.
Nix is just so explosive getting to the basket, has great handle and great body control, smart player.
It's just his second, but I think he is going to come out of the game. Looks like Diaz is going to check in, although he's not actually checking in.
Yeah, he checked in with us. I was trying to get him to scoot on down. It's hard, there's so many tables up here.
Free throw was put up and in by Nix. We're tied at 17. He hits again, and Trinity goes in front by a point. 18-17, just underway here in the second quarter. Pass on the right side. Here goes Diba to the basket.
Great move. That time the double team off of the ball screen didn't pay off. They gambled and ended up giving up a layup. That's part of the risk you take.
Central Point goes back in front, 19-18. 3 in the corner. Pilic is good.
Doing a little talking to the opposing team bench after he made that one.
That's his second one, 21-19. Backdoor, wow. Diba lost it as he went up, and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Central Point Christian.
What a give and go. He never even slowed down. We made the pass and almost beat the ball where he was passing it to go back door. Great cut.
Oh, nice look.
Yeah.
Roland gets an easy one.
I was still coaching. I had to put that in.
21 all. 5:58 left here in the first half. Daniels, right side three. Is going to be no good by Curtis. Diva's in a hurry, and it's back tapped out of bounds. It'll stay with Central Point. Javier Gilgis Glasgow is into the game for Trinity. He's the cousin of Shea Gilgis Alexander. Used to play at Kentucky. Here's an easy one.
That's great execution. Two times in a row on out of bounds underneath, getting layups. That's very well done.
Ibar now with 4, 23-21. Curtis on the right side. They work it back to the top. Nix down the lane, contact, offensive foul.
I think Central Point's bench was selling that about 3 seconds before it happened, but it was a good job stepping in there and taking it.
Diba has it back tapped again, but Central Point recovers. Now the ball is loose and taken away, and a foul as Curtis tried to make his way up the floor. Melendez. No, it's, I'm sorry, Roll-On.
Into the game for Trinity International number 15, Jackson Pillage. At the line, Corey Curtis. He will have 1 and the bonus.
Corey Curtis out of Los Angeles. Class of 21 will shoot 1 and 1. 5:09 left. First one is good. His first point. And missed the second. Heading the other way, Rosa tried to go down low. It was kicked out of bounds. This is the second game of session number 2. Got a foul on the inbounds play.
Is that his third?
Yep. Knicks. That's a big foul.
Yeah, it is. There's still a lot of time here in this first half, and for him to go out with 3, that was an unnecessary foul.
He's the number 11 ranked prospect in the 2020 class, headed to UCLA, and he's going to have to sit probably the rest of this half in a tight ball game, 23-22. The ball's lost, but recovered by Central Pointe. On the right side, here comes the 3. Rosa got it.
Victor Rosa, 3-point shot.
26-22. Daniels kicks it into the corner, then gets it back. Daniels to the top of the key. In jock from the elbow. Too hard. Rebounded by Roll-On. Passes on the right side. Rosa again. This one's no good, but an offensive rebound. Ibar to the top. Roll-On lost his footing. He may have gotten tripped there.
Yep, got caught up with somebody else's foot, but goes to the basket hard.
Pillage picks up his first foul. 4:12 left, 26-22 here in the first half.
And the line, Luis Roland, and he will have 1 and the bonus.
Lewis Roll-On. Missed it. Rebounded by Trinity Christian. This is Dominic Daniels. Takes it in, scoops it up, missed it. Tapped out, ball's loose, picked up. And the layup is no good. Here goes Curtis down the right side.
A lot of contact, but I guess it was a clean block on the other end. It's hard to tell from here.
The 3 was no good by Pillage, but it goes off the hands of Rosa out of bounds, so it'll stay on this end. You see the basic offense for this team is drive and kick to the corner. That's
just use that pick and roll, penetrate to the middle, and get that kick. They've got a lot of different people that can make the shot and a lot of different people that can finish, so it's effective.
There's a pass to the right side, recovered by Curtis.
Shot clock.
Daniels is going to have to hurry.
Wow.
Just beat the shot clock, but it would not go.
Unbelievable move, just couldn't get it to go.
3 in the corner. Oh! What a stick back by Ibar.
Exciting.
And that's the play of the half right there, and it's the largest lead now, 28-22. He's got 9. Now they can add to that lead. Alley-oop.
Oh.
No good.
Way to follow. Way to follow.
Follows it up and in.
Yeah, they're on a 7-0 run since Nick's went out of the basketball game in the last 2 minutes.
30-22. Central Pointe has started to take command with 2:54 left in the first half. And Trinity uses a 30-second timeout. You can see how important Nick's is. And foul trouble can change a game quickly.
Oh, yeah. he just does so much on both ends. He has the ball in his hands on offense to create and finish and shoot, and on the other end, he was very active defensively, obviously a little bit too active with the 3 fouls, but I know at least one was an offensive foul and possibly 2. I can't remember whether his first foul was an offensive foul or not, and the third one he picked up was just unnecessary. You just got to be more careful than that when you have 2 in the first half.
Getting close to halftime. You got your halftime question ready?
No, not yet. I'm new at this, Joe. I'm used to being out here, calling plays. This is fun for me, though. I've got to do this the last few years, maybe 1 or 2 games, and excited about it. We'll come up with something here in the next 3 minutes. I may let you fill in for me.
You were pretty good at making up stuff on the fly on the court, so I'm sure you can do it with the mic. Here's a long 3 off the mark by Daniels, and it goes out of bounds, which we haven't said anything, but for those that don't know, Aaron Beth is who you're hearing from, and he played here a few years ago.
Several.
Then went on to star at Vanderbilt. So he knows a little bit about basketball, soccer as well. They beat the press, and then a deflection, and it's taken away.
Pass.
Yeah.
They don't need to force it like that. Take your time. You're on a run.
Good pass.
Yep.
Layup put up and in by Curtis.
A little full court pressure here.
And that stops that run. It's down to 6. Central Pointe not slowing up. Bad. Got in deep, lost the ball. Now it's a 2-on-1 the other way, and the layup is good.
And just like that,
Pillage. He's got 8, and it's down to 4.
That's caused by 2 unnecessary forced turnovers by Central Pointe.
Yeah, they lost focus once they got the lead. Now they turn it over again. Going to be taken back by Central Pointe. Diva, nice look. Diva's going to tip it in on the I-bar miss.
Good job staying with it and getting that offensive rebound. That really deflates the team when you play good defense and get the other team to miss. Wow, they're bringing him back in with 3 fouls in the first half. That's taking a chance.
Yeah, get out your popcorn. He picks up his 4th, and we won't be mentioning his name very much in the third quarter. Penetration. Pillage, nice.
Good job using the rim to protect, finish on the other side with the reverse.
Trinity down 4.
Nix is going to have to be a little bit tentative here to make sure he doesn't pick up his 4th foul.
Especially offensively.
Yeah.
You don't want to get a charge. Oh, deflection out of bounds.
Great technique, though. He was in the passing lane, used his outside hand to deflect instead of reaching across. Very, very fundamentally sound defense right there.
Dangerous pass, deflected out of bounds. They were trying to get it on the low block to Ibar. 1:13 before halftime, 32-28 our score. Central Pointe in gold, Trinity International in white. Central Pointe Christian out of Florida and Trinity International out of Nevada. Roll on.
Got a mismatch on the inside.
Oh, he was wanting the alley-oop. They make it work anyway.
I think it was probably drawn up like that, but it looked good.
Diva's got 10 points now, 8 of them here in the second quarter. He's been a big factor, 34-28 in favor of Central. Long 3, top of the key, comes out. Nix couldn't get it to go. I would say they could work it for 1 shot, but I'm not thinking that's going to happen. Layup no good. They go the other way, and then a turnover.
And turned it right back over.
How do you keep stats on this game? Here's a nice dish off, but the layup is no good by Cash, followed up and in.
Another offensive rebound. Now the shot clock should be turned off, and they could hold it if they want.
Pillage has 9 in the quarter, 12 in the game. Almost a steal at midcourt. 34-30, final seconds. Sanago.
Pretty high percentage, but I thought he would have dunked that. I think his knees kind of gave out a little bit on the way up.
Yeah. You got to flush that. 5 seconds left. Oh, there it is. There it is.
It's 4th foul.
With 3 seconds left,
wow.
Nix picks up his 4th foul and an offensive foul call.
That hurts.
It almost always happens like that.
he had to be smart enough not to make it even an option for them, the official to make the call. It looked like a pretty good call to me, to be honest. He lowered his shoulder and ducked into him, and that's tough though. We like to see him on the court.
That's good awareness too by Roland. I think he sold it pretty good, but I think it was a good call. .3 seconds. It's stolen at midcourt. Here's going to launch it. Curtis. Wow. No good. And we have reached halftime. 36 to 30. Yeah. Good one here in the first half at the. Yeah. Aaron Beth's going to get to talk with one of the key players of the first half, but 36-30. Central Pointe Christian has the advantage here at halftime, and the story is Nix for Trinity International with 4 first-half fouls. And that's really going to change what he wants to do and can do in the second half. Let's go to Aaron. He's got the coach.
Good. That's tough for Nix to get his 4th foul right there before halftime. What are y'all going to do to negate that in the second half?
That was my fault. I should have never put him back in, but I thought we needed something to stop the slide. He should have taken the screen instead of trying to on that one. But that was my fault. I have to take responsibility.
Yeah, great player, though. Good first half. Hopefully y'all can come out in the second half and, stay in the game until you can get him in it.
We'll see. They're a good team. We're lethargic. They're getting too many ball reversals. They're kind of controlling the pace, doing what they want to do. So we'll see.
All right, good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach. 36-30 our score here at halftime, and we will take a break and come back with second half action in just a moment with more of the 2019 CFSB Marshall County Hoopfest presented by the Grind Session on Tanager Sports.
The thing about basketball I love is winning, pretty much. It's my favorite thing. I hate to lose. And second thing I love is just getting better at the game. It's a real fun game to play, and getting better is just a great thing to see. Like, progress for me is just always great to see.
This game of basketball, I love the competitiveness of it. And the challenge I get from it, and I take it real serious because I love the game itself. I don't disrespect it. I respect it a lot, and I work hard at it.
I love basketball because I just been around it all my life. All my parents played it, and I just inherited the love and passion for the game. The one thing I would say is the atmosphere, and the competitiveness. You can sense that out as soon as you walk in the gym. I just love that type of atmosphere.
I just love basketball ever since I was a kid. My dad played it, and I'm trying to get it from my mom. One thing that inspired me is my family, my city. I do it for them.
The reason why I love basketball is because I'm a very competitive person. That's why I store all my energy. When I'm on the court, I'm at peace. And to be honest, I don't know. I'm just a really competitive person, and I think basketball is where I can put everything at. It's the place where I can put all of my energy and my anger. I wasn't really fortunate, and basketball is where all my abilities and my talents fall into place, and I just feel like that's what keeps me going. That's what I work on. That's my craft, and that's it.
The Grind Session is a great circuit. Kind of reminds me a lot of AAU, playing against the best players, the best talent, night in, night out. And it's something that I love to do because, playing against this type of talent, it only makes you better. I don't want to, come out here and just waste my time and play against some guys who can't play. If I'm going to play, I want to play against the best.
The Grind Session is a good experience, and it's a lot of competition. And it's a good way for me and my teammates to get noticed. I'm just really trying to show who the best player is, who the best team is, and I'm trying to show that I'm the best player. So,
the Grind Session is probably one of the best tournaments and to have the best events in the country. Anytime you can have that much talent in one gym, going against each other, every night and competitive is just remarkable. I mean, for one, it lets you know where your game stand at. You know, going against these top dudes every night, you just got to bring your A game. You know, you can't have no off day. You just got to go hard and, you know, just hold your ground every game.
The grind session has been a grind. You know, it's a great tournament. It's a great idea. Whoever thought of it, and you know, it's been tough, but I like it because you know, it really challenges me. And our team has been, you know, a little bit setback. We've been short on a few games because we have a few injuries. But that's the beauty of it, because none of it is easy. None of the games are easy at all. You know, we've been playing against the top guys in the whole American country and Canada. They've been playing against everybody in the U.S. here, and it's been crazy.
Oh yeah, the grind session is pretty competitive, to be honest. The last couple of games I played in grind session has been pretty hard. You know, I really had to like play to my top game, and like no rest, no breaks during the game. And I don't know, I just really like it. It's just really competitive. A lot of great players are in this little tournament, and I just really enjoy playing against them.
Welcome to the grind. This is the grind session.
Okay, Coach, exciting into the first half. Nick's getting his fourth foul. Thought it was a great job of your players drawing a charge to get that.
Yeah, that's what we told them, that be aware of that and always be on the helping side. He's a real good player, so we take some charges on him. It might change his game or the way he thinks the game, and that will benefit us.
Right, and I know you took at least 2 of his 4 fouls were offensive, maybe 3. What do you feel like you need to do in the second half to maintain this lead?
Well, we got to continue to play defense. We're doing a very good job on the boards. We got a lot of mental mistakes, a lot of turnovers that we got to take care of the basket. If we do that, the shot's going to fall in and we'll be okay. But it's going to depend on how we can protect the ball and how we can execute in the last quarter, in the last minutes of the game. Because I know that it's going to be a tough game. They're going to keep playing hard. They're not going to quit.
Right. Well, good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Here as Nick's picked up his 4th foul, and it was actually an offensive foul call, but it came with just 3 seconds left in the first half, and so now he has 4. He's the UCLA commit. He's their leading scorer here in the first half, and now he's going to have to probably spend some time on the bench until they feel it safe to bring him back in. But even when he comes back in, Coach, he's got to be careful not to get his 5th one real quick.
He does. There's no way he can play at the pace he was playing early in the game, offensively or defensively, because, you know, 1 foul and he's gone. So he's going to have to really kind of hold it back a little bit and be very, very smart with the basketball when he has it in his hands, and just be smart and play good, solid defense without fouling on the defensive end.
This is the 2019 CFSB Marshall County Hoopfest presented by the Grind Session on Tanager Sports. Getting ready for the second half of Trinity International out of Nevada taking on Central Pointe Christian, Florida. After this one, it's Marshall County, Kentucky versus Madisonville, North Hopkins, Kentucky. And then Prolific Prep, California versus Our Savior Lutheran, New York. And then the late one, John Hardin versus UHA, University Heights. Those are both Kentucky teams. So a lot of basketball coming up, and then even more tomorrow and Sunday here at the Hoopfest. And as we have been here now for an hour or so, the crowd has started to get big in numbers. So a lot of folks looking forward, I'm sure, to seeing Zion Harmon from Marshall County in that next game.
They really are. You know, he had to sit out last year since he transferred in, and he's an exciting player. I saw him play with some prep teams last year, and for his size, he is unbelievable with passing the basketball, shooting the basketball, just all aspects of his game. I think it's going to be fun to watch him this year here at Marshall.
Looks like Jackson Pillich will start the second half for Trinity in place of Nix. And Central Pointe will get first possession. That's almost over and back there.
Just go on backcourt and get it.
Melendez hands the ball away to Ibar. Now on the right side, Roland comes off the screen, penetrates, cut off on the baseline. Good defense. Penetrates, scoops it over into the corner, and a three. Rosa is good. Hard to defend that.
Great execution. Good job penetrating, getting all the way, drawing some people, and wide open three. They're going to knock those down. We've got good shooters on the floor.
It's his third three, and they have built the lead to 9, the largest of the night, and Trinity's got to be careful here. They're going to
bringing him in. This is going to go. This could go bad quick.
Yeah, this kind of reeks of desperation here. I guess he feels like the game could slip away if he leaves him on the bench too long. He's got to be careful.
Now we're one foul away from him being out the rest of the game, so I feel bad for him and the coach.
Roland picks up his dribble, fires it into the corner, and then it's taken away.
2-on-1.
And they give it to Nix, who gets the easy one off the glass. I think he kind of looked around to make sure nobody could be near him so he wouldn't pick up a foul there. But that's a big one. That gets him back to 7, 39-32.
You know, they came a long way to play basketball. It's frustrating seeing him in this much foul trouble, but got to be smart enough to stay out of it.
Roland out front, picks up the ball. Gonna feed it down low. Sinago off the glass, good.
I like him. He does a lot of good, very positive things.
Looking at Sienna and Stetson, class of 2021.
Oh, everybody in the gym held their breath on that one, see what he was going to call.
Do you think refs are cognizant of how many fouls the good players have in a game like this?
You want my honest opinion on that?
I mean, I think they know people are here to see Nix.
Yeah. Just in general, though, they call to the score a lot in high school games, and it's a tough job. You know, I wouldn't want it, but at the same time, you know, it's a big part of the game. It can affect the game in a big way.
Nix got 1 of 2, and that makes it 41-33. Central Pointe with the lead in the ball. Wow, it's a little bit of a shove off there, but physical play is just part of it tonight. Penetration, Melendez dishes off.
Oh.
Couldn't get the dunk to go, and now look out. Melendez again, somehow muscled it up and in. Probably could have been a foul call there.
It very easily could have been, and that's what, you know, what I would do if I were Center Pointe. Anytime Nix was guarding the ball, I'd just drive to the basket and make him not foul.
Nix has it. Out on the perimeter, he's going to drive. Got to be careful. Lost it off his foot, and it's a turnover. Rosa's going to pull up for another 3. This one's off the mark, and a rebound on the weak side by Cash. Here goes Nix to the basket. Contact and a foul.
The foul is on number 22, RJ Melendez, his third team.
Melendez picks up his third. 5:02 left in the third. It's a 10-point lead. Trinity down by 10, but they have the basketball. Nix will penetrate to the basket. Layup, no good. Tipped up, no good. And a reach-in foul as Cash had it. And I think it may be Ibar.
That was their third shot that possession, though. You've got to rebound. You can't give up offensive rebounds and give them multiple chances to score on one trip down the court.
This is Cash, Dennis Cash. Misses the first. .451 left, third quarter. This was a tight game until Nix got into the early foul trouble, and then you saw Central Pointe kind of take advantage. Trinity gets the ball back after two misses, and we've got a whistle and a foul. Injok with a nice little pump fake. Got his man off his feet and draws the foul. 4 fouls already for Central Pointe here in the first few minutes of this third quarter.
It can come into play big time in the end of the game. They do a great job running out of bounds plays. All 4 people are moving. And
5 fouls now as Nix was penetrating.
Yeah, 5-0 starting this second half out there.
That's Roll-On second. Pass comes out front. Pilic works it back on the right side. Nix, they run 2 players at him, so he dishes off to Cash, and he lost his balance, and I guess you'd call it a shot. And now it's kicked. It'll come back to Central Pointe. Oh, deflection. We've got a steal in numbers now. And a bad pass that's going to be stolen back, and this could be a dunk on the other end. Up, they threw it away.
Sloppy basketball. You know, their coach said at halftime in the interview, we got to clean it up and quit making those unforced turnovers. And there's another example, 3-on-1 and throw it out of bounds. They could put this game away.
Fundamentals, not what they used to be for a lot of people.
No. Athleticism has definitely gotten better, but the fundamentals do seem to be lacking in some cases.
Cash works it down low to Injok. Gonna go up over Sinago, couldn't get it to go. And stepping on the line was Ibar. 43-33, still a 10-point game. We've been stuck on this score for a few minutes. Daniels gets a screen. Gonna pull up from the elbow.
Nice little jumper. Most of his have come from outside the three-point arc. He got in there, and that shot looked nice.
Left-hander. Here's a drive to the basket by Roll-On. He can't get it to go, but he is fouled.
Roll-On's so strong with the basketball, and gets in there and draws fouls. Plays extremely hard. And has colorful shoes. Yeah. Talking about those shoes, I don't even know what color. I guess those are multicolored, aren't they?
You can wear any color, and it'll go with those shoes.
Or nothing goes with those shoes. I don't know which.
Something else I've noticed tonight, free throw percentages not very good. A lot of misses at the line. These are the freebies. Roll-On gets the second one. 9-point cushion. Nix has it, front right. Dishes into the opposite corner. Now Daniels on the right side. Nix pulls up for 3, banks it in.
I don't think he called it, but it still counts 3 points.
And it's gone from 10 to 6, 44-38. Just over 3 minutes left here in the third. And a steal by Injok. And they've got a 4-on-2.
Great pass.
Daniels traveled. Nope, gonna call a foul.
Can't tell. Let's see.
think they're going to get Ibar.
Yep.
Thought Daniels may have shuffled his feet there on the pump fake. 6 fouls already for Central Pointe, so Trinity will be at the line a lot from here on out. Just 1 foul on them. Diva comes back in.
And from this point on, Trinity International will shoot the bonus.
Nix feeds it in and then gets it back. Drives, had it blocked, and we go the other way. Long pass ahead. Rosa in the corner. Now to Sanago. Strong move and too much defense, I believe, by Cash.
Very quick with that spin move. His footwork's excellent.
Yeah, for a big guy, he's got strength and quickness.
Yeah.
And we've got a timeout on the floor. 44-38 our score. Central Pointe has the lead. We'll step away and continue with more of the 2019 CFSB Marshall County Hoopfest presented by the Grind Session on Tanager Sports. Back at the 2019 CFSB Marshall County Hoopfest presented by the Grind Session on Tanager Sports. Trinity International trails by 6, 44-38. Central Pointe Christian out of Florida has the lead and the ball. 2:40 left in the third. They had a 10-point lead, but Trinity has cut into it just a bit. Shot from the baseline rattles out, and Sanago climbs the back, and is going to be called for a foul, and I think that's 3 on him now.
Good job boxing out by Trinity. Definitely mismatch inside size-wise, but he did a good job of boxing out, making him go over his back to draw the foul. Let's see if they can take advantage of this free throw situation.
It'll be Curtis at the line. Chance to cut it to 4 with 2:37 left in the third. Cannot connect. And Sanago gets the rebound. In the corner, 3, Rosa. No good. Injock with the rebound. Here goes Nix. Right side, 3. Curtis, no. Outlet pass comes to Diva. All the way, scoops it, missed it. And a rebound by Trinity Christian, and he was out of bounds. Now, you played in the 80s, back when shorts were kind of short, and that's kind of coming back.
It is. I don't know why. We were one of the first teams there to have littler, longer shorts. I was little anyway, so mine were too big. So I liked it. It's what Michael Jordan started doing, and it's been like that for a while. Went a little bit too long for a few years, but now we're getting back to
the Fab Five.
Yeah, where they're rolling them. And
yeah, I don't know if the shorts have gotten shorter or they're just rolling them up to make them shorter.
I don't really like that look, to be honest with you.
Turnover will give it back to Trinity Christian. Central Pointe had a chance to kind of start pulling away once they got that double-digit lead, but they're letting Trinity stick around. Daniels works to the right side to Nix, and now back to Daniels. Trying to set it up inside. Nix tried to bank it, couldn't get it. Now he's got to be careful not to get a foul in the backcourt. He's playing with 4.
He's done a good job, though, of avoiding since he's come back in to stay away from getting that 5th.
Here's a 3, good. Right
Pure
side.
shooter.
got him with 4 threes tonight, 12 points. And that pushes the lead to 9, 47-38. And penetration by Nix on the baseline, and a foul is called on Central Pointe. Fouls are a little bit one-sided here in the second half.
I think he sold that one pretty good. That was definitely a little bit of a.
Trinity's gone to the line a lot, but have not made a lot.
Right, they're not taking advantage of all these free throw opportunities.
Missed the front end of a 1-and-1, and he may get the ball back. He steals it. He's falling out of bounds, saves it in. Cash has it, and then they turn it over again. It's a foot race. Roll on. Had his pass deflected, and Trinity comes back the other way. Long pass. Nix all alone, and that's the easiest shot he'll have tonight.
Yeah. We have a rule when we play pickup before season that everybody's got to be back across half court. You can't do that, but it's not preseason, so he got an easy 2, didn't he?
Almost a steal. Deba down the lane. Rosa lost it for a moment, but collects himself and hits another 3. And now a long pass in, Jock off the glass, good. And a timeout with 32 seconds left in the third. 50-42. Central Pointe head coach Richie Dalmau not very happy. Or is that the assistant?
That's the assistant. He was very upset they didn't get back on defense. So, you make a 3, you don't want to celebrate. You want to hustle back and get a defensive stop. You want, 3 makes in a row or 3 stops in a row, and then you go on runs. And that's what you need to do in a basketball game to be the winning team in the end.
Just kind of looking down the roster here, Central Pointe out of Florida. Got 5 kids from Puerto Rico on the roster. They've got 2 from the Dominican Republic, and Sanago is from Mali.
International team.
They're located down in Kissimmee, Florida, and if you've ever gone to Disney, you know that's down in that vicinity.
Roland and Rosa are going to be teammates at Florida Gulf Coast. The way they play together now, they'll be a.
Is that Dunk City? Is that who that is? A couple of years ago, in the NCAA tournament, Florida Gulf Coast.
Yes.
Of course, Trinity International from Nevada out west. They have a lot of kids from all over as well. Canada, California, Alaska. Injoc's from Switzerland. Pillage from Kansas. So, like you say, an international game now. Some backcourt pressure. Sanago. Final shot, perhaps, coming up for Central Pointe Christian. Down to 15 seconds. They lead by 8. He's in trouble. Oh, what a look. He found Rosa, and he got the 3.
It's at least, 5 or 6 threes he's got?
Yeah, I thought he was in trouble on the baseline, and somehow he saw Rosa. Here's a half-court heave. That looks good. Yeah. Would not go for Daniels, and we have an 11-point game now as Central Pointe Christian saw their lead cut to 6, but after 3, they lead by 11, 53-42. And we'll continue with more of the 2019 CFSB Marshall County Hoopfest presented by the Grind Session on Tanager Sports.
Talk to you for a little while.
You can get it. This is what you've done. You basically giving it into the fight, right? You get a good baseline drive, you cut it off, and we're not shaped up off the ball. He's in the air. My man just stands out. He just we're still in good shape. You better get this thing down to single digits here in the next 3 minutes.
First couple minutes will be important here.
Yeah, back at the 2019 CFSB Marshall County Hoop Fest presented by the Grind Session on Tanager Sports. Central Pointe has stretched the lead to 11 as we get ready for the fourth quarter, 53-42. And Nix came in and played with those 4 fouls. and they actually cut the lead to 6, but then Rosa got hot from 3, and Trinity's going to have to come up with some stops and get back in it. 3 in the corner is good. It's a good start for them. Pillage has had a good night tonight. Cuts it down to 8. Nice look. Ball's poked away, and Nix comes out of there with it. Down 8. They can cut it down even more. He takes it in, had it poked away. It'll stay with the Thunder.
Nice little Euro step there to go right around the defender.
Used to be called a travel
It
when
did.
I played.
Yeah, me too.
Now they gave it a fancy name. Curtis works it back to Daniels. Oh, nice look. Oh, and the flush.
Wow.
The mistake there was they let Daniels go left, and he found Pillage.
He hopped up and dunked that quick, though.
And it's 6 now, 53-47. They've scored 5 straight. You talked about it out of the break. This first few minutes would be big, and Trinity hanging around.
Go either way, you know. Get back in the game or make it a 10-point lead or 11-point lead up to 14 or 15. And it's
Deba with penetration. He's a slasher. 12 for him. Back to an 8-point game, 55-47. Nix open 3. Yeah.
Pretty shot. Got the switch, but they switched back and gave him just enough time to get that shot off. Very good job of reading the defense and taking advantage.
21 for him, and Nix just reached in. Oh, he was calling a foul.
Yes, he was.
But they called jump ball. That would have been his 5th.
I think it was a good call. He got in there, and I think he had the ball. It's a tough angle from over here.
It'll stay with Central Pointe. Their lead has been trimmed by 6. It's down from 11 down to 5. We got a lot of time left. 6:26 to play. Good games tonight. Deba can't let him go to the basket. Oh, man. Tried to reverse it, missed it, but got fouled. I think Injok will be the guilty party.
Great job of knifing through the defense and getting to the basket. It's hard to help off too much because they've got good shooters, so.
So Deba at the line. Rolls it in. Class of 21. I don't have any information on him as far as the next level, but he looks like a kid that can play at the next level for sure. It's 1 of 2. It's a 2-possession game. Daniels to the right side. Injok cut off. Feeds it opposite 3. Kicks high, and now Central Pointe has it, and a foul in the back court on Cash.
It's a silly foul that far from the court, or that far from the basket. You don't want to waste one like that. Luckily, they didn't have too many so far in this half, so it didn't hurt them too bad.
6:02 to play. Central Pointe with possession and a 6-point lead.
Another thing while we're waiting here with the shoes, I'm surprised there's this many low-top tennis shoes or, not high-top tennis shoes with no ankle braces, no tape. As hard as they play, we got taped every day in college, preventative.
Yeah, we would never wear low tops. I was just asking for something bad to happen, but maybe the shoes weren't as good back then. I don't know.
That's probably it.
Although we've seen some blowouts recently with some shoes here. Turnover in the back court. We'll give it back.
Again, a little bit too much of a force instead of being fundamentally sound and letting the game come to you.
See if Nix wants to try to launch a 3 here and get this down to a 1-possession game. They're trying to run 2 people at him. He's trying to get a screen. Oh, he splits it.
Wow.
Takes it in. And a late whistle. Almost like they waited to see if the basket went in or not, but he's going to get bailed out.
That move, though, split the double team with the reverse in between the legs. through 2 defenders. That's impressive.
He went up with the left hand. I think if he'd have stayed with the right, he could have banked that in.
I agree.
But he'll be at the line. Now, he has not fared well at the line tonight, and he misses again. Second one is good. I think the official is saying what I said. Because he missed the shot, they had to call the foul.
Yeah, and if it's a foul, it's a foul.
That's
if it's
exactly
not, it's
right.
not. I don't really understand that.
Down to 5:19 left. Central Point with the lead in the ball. Melendez to Rosa. Picks up the ball. Nice give and go. And a foul down low as Melendez took it to the basket.
They pass and cut so well. You can tell they've played together a lot and are well coached. Do a great job of running the offense. A lot of back cuts, a lot of give and goes.
Melendez leaves it short, so it's still 56-51. Injok's going to come back in.
We'll be curious to see the free throw percentage from both teams in this game because it's not been what it should be with this level of talent.
Second one is good. 6-point game. 57-51. Got to think Nix is going to have the ball in his hands a lot down the stretch. Splits the double team again to the basket. Collision and a blocking foul. Could have been his 5th foul if they'd have called the offensive foul, but I think that's a good call. And it's a 3-point play opportunity.
Twice in a row, he split the double team on the ball screen and gets to the basket. You know, great body control. I definitely think that was the right call. Down to a 4-point game.
This would cut it to 3 if he can hit the free throw. 4:57 left. UCLA's getting a good one.
They are.
And he gets the free throw to finally go in. It's 57-54. They've cut 11-point lead down to 3 inside 5 minutes. Melendez waits for the traffic to clear. And a timeout is going to be called by Central Point. 4:47 left to play. Central Point will have a big possession here, up 3, 57-54.
Central Point's assistants wanting that charge call down there. You know, they drew 2 or 3 on him in the first half, and these have been, I think, pretty good calls. There haven't been one that's been just blatantly obvious a charge, so that's a tough call for the officials when it has to be in full speed, and it's hard to make those decisions sometimes. Easier to go back and watch it in slow motion and second guess.
And you got to give Nix credit. He's been playing the whole second half with 4. He came in with what? Only about a minute gone in the third
maybe
quarter.
less than a minute. He's done a very good job of doing what he needed to do and still being aggressive. I didn't think he could be that aggressive that long without getting the foul, so it's impressive.
25 of their 54 points. We may have just jinxed him. He'll pick up a cheap one here, but he's done a good job.
Doesn't need to reach like that.
Oh, there was a nice shot put up and in by Diva.
It's a big bucket for him.
That was out of the timeout, pushing the lead back to 5. A double team Nix. This time he passes out of it and throws it away.
Very effective double team that time. They stayed down. They didn't commit, corralled him, and made him throw a tough pass.
Nix is going to get a breather.
Probably pretty smart. Take him out on defense so he doesn't draw that foul. It's a little early to start doing offensive, defensive substitutions, but if you got the opportunity, it doesn't hurt.
Victor Rosa has it underneath.
Great pass.
Easy one. Ibar.
So since the timeout, they've come back and scored 2 straight baskets.
7-point lead. To the basket, layup no good, tipped up and in by Injok. Down to 5 again, 61-56. Ibar gets it away. Roll on. Into the corner, Diva. Yeah.
Wow, he's a very nice player.
I called him a slasher earlier, but he's got a shot.
He does. Versatile.
And now it's back to 9 after the lead had been cut to 3 about a minute ago. 3 the other way. Yeah. Curtis cuts it down to 6, 64-58. We have a timeout. 3:28 to play, 64-58. We'll come back with more of the 2019 CFSB Marshall County Hoop Fest presented by the Grind Session on Tanager Sports.
Assistance.
Back at the 2019 CFSB Marshall County Hoop Fest presented by the Grind Session on Tanager Sports. Central Pointe Christian out of Florida with a 5-point lead and the ball. And now travel. Noah, it's going to be a foul out front. Thought Deba may have taken an extra step.
Tough for us to see once again. He must have got pushed is why it looked like the walk. He may have walked, but after the foul.
Just their 16th foul, so it's out of bounds again. Central Pointe Christian. Deba looks and fires it into Melendez. He's going to take it down the lane to the basket. Blocked by Nix. And here we go. 5-point game. Curtis gives it back to Nix. See if they double team him. No, he takes it in. No look.
Great pass.
Pillage. And it's down to 3 again. 3 minutes left. Here comes the press. Rollon works to Deba. And a foul is going to be called on Pillage. 1-1 for Deba.
At the line,
64-61. Central Pointe Christian with the lead. The free throw is good. He may be the player of the game for them. 20 points now.
Yeah. Playing well.
Rosa has the 3-pointers going tonight. He's got 15. This one's no good. Rebounded by Nix. 2-possession game, 65-61. Nix is going to spot up.
It's deep.
Probably could have got a better shot than that. Now nobody's back. Here goes Rollon to the basket. Nix had to let him go.
Very smart play. He knew he had the 4 fouls and he couldn't foul him, so took it to the rim hard.
6-point lead now, 67-61. We're nearing the 2-minute mark. Tried to go down low to Injock, and the ball was deflected out of bounds.
Yeah, good look, just didn't go. Trinity International seems to get it within 3 or 4 and then just can't get over that next little hump there to get a tie or take the lead. The exciting last 2 minutes here.
Curtis passes to Daniels. Off a screen, give and go. Injock lost it, but who touched it last? It's a turnover.
It's tough for the big guy to go down that low to catch it.
Now Central Pointe can put some pressure on the Thunder. They lead by 6 as we roll under 2 minutes left to play. Bad pass, stolen away. Here goes Daniels underneath. The layup is blocked. As he rejected Pillage. Now it's going to go out of bounds and stay with Trinity Christian.
Came out of nowhere to block that one way up above the rim. I think it might have been a little bit of a hold on that first steal there too. But hey, you do what you need to do right now with less than 2 minutes down 6.
Nix comes off a screen, kicks it right side to Daniels. Here's a corner 3 that's no good by Curtis. And Ibar clears it. And a dangerous pass is deflected and stolen again.
I know the coach is got to be frustrated with that. It's just not a smart play.
Nix had his shot rejected and is trying to get the rebound. He can't do it. And we're going to have a foul or a timeout.
Got the timeout first.
Central Pointe with a 6-point lead and a timeout with 1:27 left to play. So we'll step away. We'll continue with more of the 2019 CFSB Marshall County Hoopfest presented by the Grind Session on Tanager Sports. Zion Harmon and the Marshall County Marshals will play Madisonville in our next game, but this one not over yet. 67-61. Central Pointe Christian, Florida leading Trinity International Nevada here at the 2019 CFSB Marshall County Hoopfest presented by the Grind Session on Tanager Sports. Central Pointe will put it in. Central Pointe's had a little bit of trouble with turnovers lately and might have another one. Gonna have a jump ball, and the arrow will give it back to Trinity International.
Having some problem with that pressure there. You know, they've done a good job of extending it to the full court, and it's really caused Central Pointe some problems here in the second half.
Time starting to run out on Trinity International. They have to make every possession count. Down 6, just over a minute left. Oh, they left Nix with some room, but he didn't shoot. Daniels will penetrate. Nix down the lane, stops, beats it back over, gets it back, shoots a 3, got it.
One possession game.
67-64. He's got 27 now, I think, or 28. 45 seconds left. Got in the air, got rid of it to Melendez. He'll penetrate, baseline, scoops it, missed it. Nix has it. One possession game, 33 seconds left. 3 would tie. Nix spins in the lane, had it poked away, out of bounds. It'll stay with Trinity International. 28 points for Nix out of Anchorage, Alaska. We'll pass it out front. Daniels, I'm sure, will look for Nix on this possession. In the lane, Cash puts it up. It rolls off.
Oh, wow.
Point blank range. Now they're in trouble. The ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Daniels. 14 seconds left.
If they don't get a steal quick, they're going to have to foul.
Central Pointe Christian put it in. It'll be a 2-shot foul if they do foul. They're not fouling. Now they do. Actually, I'm sorry. It's just a 1-and-1.
Right.
Cash picks up his 4th, and they're going to put Ibar at the line for 1-and-1 with 10 seconds left. Even if he just makes 1, that would make it tough on Trinity. Ibar connects.
Big free throw right there. Make it a 2-possession game.
Gives him 12 points. Got them both. 5-point lead, 69-64. 8 seconds left. Gonna have to hurry. They're using too much time. Long three, left side banked in. Daniel somehow got that one in.
Wow. That's 2 they banked in now, but you know what? 6 points, so whether they mean to or not, it's
Point 6, is that all we have left?
I believe that the timeout was taken a little bit before that. I think they'll probably put some time back on the clock. I don't know. They're not really talking about it, but it looked to me like they took it a little bit earlier than that.
69-67. And if they don't change the time, if you're Central Point, all you got to do is get the ball in bounds.
Right.
And this one's over. Nix has 28 for Trinity International. Diva has 20 for Central Point. 13 for Ibar. And 15 for Rosa.
That was
been a
on
good game.
5 threes.
Yeah.
It's been a really good game, yeah. You know, I think Central Point had a chance to go ahead and blow it open a little bit, and Nix came back in the basketball game and really got Trinity back in it.
Is this where Trinity tries to draw one of those charges?
You got to try something. You don't have too many options, right, with 0.6 seconds. Grab somebody's jersey and pull them on top of you and try to draw a charge, or, you know, get a 5-second count. I don't know how many timeouts they have left, but they have 2, so it shouldn't be an issue with that.
They did not put any time up, so it's still just 0.6.
Just throw it down the court and touch it. Ball game.
Trinity International needs a miracle here. They're down 2 with less than a second. And if Central Point gets it in, it's over. Here's a long pass, and it's touched, and that'll do it.
If that would have gone out of bounds without it being touched, that would have been dangerous. But really good basketball game.
69-67. Central Point Christian out of Florida gets the win. As we said, Diva led them with 20 points. Ibar 13. Victor Rosa had 15. A valiant effort by Nix, who was plagued by foul problems all night. He finished with 28 to lead all scorers, but they come up 2 points short. Ollie Diva is the MVP with 20 points for the winning team. He'll come out.
I believe I'm going to do a little interview with him as well.
All right. I think he had already gone to the locker room, perhaps. So they're going to try to get him back out for him to get his MVP plaque. And then we'll have some more action in just a little bit with Marshall County and Madisonville. Let's go to Aaron Beth. He's got Diva.
Tell me a little bit about how you feel coming away with this win. It was a tough game. Y'all had a chance to pull away a little bit, but ended up getting it in the end.
It feels good because we was the underrated team. We come here, we play hard, and we do what we're supposed to do. And we did it good.
Yeah, I thought you did a great job of getting to the basket and making some threes, so very versatile player. What do you think about this crowd here?
It was good. It was the first time I played in this big crowd. It was fun to play.
Well, congratulations and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot. Ollie Diva, the MVP for Central Point Christian, as they win it tonight 69-67 over Trinity International in a good game. We'll take a break. We've got more action coming up. Marshall County and Madisonville, 2 Kentucky teams. Marshall, of course, led by Zion Harmon. And that's coming up in about 10 minutes, so stick with us. We'll have more of the 2019 CFSB Marshall County Hoopfest presented by the Grind Session on Tanager Sports.